The early days in Karachi is made us what we are today. There was a time when the business and the concept of doing business was conducted in such a harsh environment that until you have a courage, until you have a determination, and until you have a complete vision to move ahead into those environments where the surrounding helps are completely negligible, those kind of like harsh environment actually and that kind of like environment sometimes can break people and sometimes just make human being. And we were those fortunate one who sort of like take the leverage from those kind of like hardship and kept going on and on and on, thinking one thing in our mind, that one day we are going to be very spectacular, where the whole world would come and actually see and witness our actual growth and success. And IT was literally in our part of the world was in no existence. And I used to actually watch a lot of documentaries, and I used to watch a lot of people who were actually just doing phenomenally in US or UK. And there was a time when the Y2K, if you remember, was a big buzz, and a lot of people made a lot of money in that fiasco. And I used to think that this seems like a very good business where you do not require a lot of raw materials, but as far as the usage of your services, the use of your product is concerned, it can be applied onto the mass level. And that day I decided that I'm going to be doing something which was absolutely non-existent in our part of the world. Infrastructure is in IT, infrastructure is a kind of like field which is so essential to actually help a country grow or a city grow on a mass level. So the idea came into our mind from a very basic simple concept. Every business needs to be changed in this modern technological era. You cannot think of conducting the business the way it used to be conducted 10 years or 15 years ago, let alone 50 or 100 years. The company's GDPs are completely reciprocation of their logistical infrastructure. If the logistical infrastructure of that countries are strengthful, are conducive, and coordinated in a seamless way, the country's GDPs can be ensured. Unfortunately, at this time, the logistics business around the world and globes are working in complete silos. The left hand does not know the right hand, and the right hand does not know the left hand. There are many verticals in this business, whether the shipping line, logistics, freight forwarders, packaging, moving, trucking, all these actors who are actually making a logistic transaction or transaction happens are into a big chaos. And think of it, the transformation of different businesses are now to the various different stages and scale because of the digitalization. Various examples are in front of us: Uber, Careem, Airbnb. Those are the massive, disruptions in the world. And if a cumbersome business, which may seem very simple to someone, that calling a cab through their mobile, can be transformed, why can't the logistics? And we have taken that initiative. We had a very huge experience of working in the infrastructure side of this part of the countries, we have developed we have developed a lot of various citizen-centric portals for the various governments in here. And we were in such a good situation to be in here that we could just allow our vision, allow our exposure, and allow our determinations to come together and join those experiences together, whether it's infrastructure or portal side of the things. So we decided to disrupt this logistic industry completely in the world, and we are on verge of actually bringing the complete disruption to this country. Dubai was really gearing up to be the most amazing part of the world, and we were very lucky to be on a right place at that time. And the moment we just coming in here, we were very young, and kudos to the government, and kudos to the to the leadership here, who were so open-hearted and so open-minded, and they were ready to give a chance to any youngsters as long as they can see that it has got potential. I am extremely positive, that Saudi Arabia is going to be the next, along with the UAE, would be the next, powerhouses in the world when it comes to technology and when it comes to advancement. Last 1.5 years, what we are seeing about Saudi Arabia, the news which are coming from Saudi Arabia, I am so excited about that. You can't just have a perfect pitch to play. You have to build your pitch and then you play. And Saudi Arabia, in this junction of their time now, their recent decisions and the visionary decisions about opening the trade and business for the rest of the world, just like what UAE have actually done it like 12, 13 years ago. I think that is going to change this whole region. If they carry on with this philosophy, if they carry on with this vision, I think that these two countries could be the next powerhouses or digital powerhouses of the world, and these places could be the next Silicon Valley of the world.